So what is email deliverability? Email deliverability is about maximizing the number of messages that arrive in the inbox rather than being blocked or marked as spam by email providers like Gmail. Maximizing deliverability requires a set of best practices demonstrating that you are a responsible sender. The main referees are the mailbox providers, also known as inbox service providers, for example Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo Mail, AOL, and Apple Mail. If they do not trust you as a sender or think you may be up to something suspicious, they may choose to send your message to the spam folder or not deliver it at all. So your email will come from something called SMTP server. It'll go to the recipient, and the recipient, either the mailbox service provider, will choose to either put it in your inbox if they think it is a message, which is fine, or they'll put it to spam, and it almost certainly won't get read. So as an email marketer, you want to ensure that your email goes into the inbox and doesn't get marked as spam. So how do you measure your deliverability? Several metrics reveal whether your email deliverability is in good or bad shape. These include the bounce rate, the delivery rate, and the inbox placement rate. Firstly, the bounce rate. An email bounces when it is not delivered, which can happen for several reasons. There are two types of email bounces: hard bounces and soft bounces. A hard bounce occurs when delivery permanently fails, indicating a serious email deliverability problem. Reasons for hard bounces include the mailbox provider just blocked the message, it's an incorrect email address or a fake email address, there's typos in the email address, or there's a problem with the domain name. If you have a high number of hard bounces, it could lead to your email getting blacklisted by the mailbox providers. A few hard bounces are inevitable, as you'll always have a few invalid emails. However, when you get a hard bounce, you should remove these contacts from your list as soon as possible to protect your sender reputation. A soft bounce indicates a temporary email deliverability problem. This is less serious than a hard bounce, but it's still something you should monitor. Common reasons for soft bounces include when the recipient has a full inbox, the email is too large to be delivered, the receiving email server is shut down or offline, or some sort of configuration issue. You can try resending to email addresses that result in soft bounces. If it continues, those contacts should be removed from your contact list. While email bounce rate varies depending on several factors, you will generally want to keep your bounce rate, including hard and soft bounces, below 1%. The deliverability rate is the percentage of emails reaching your recipient's inboxes. This includes all folders, including the inbox, spam, promotions, etc. That is, any email that didn't bounce. You should aim for a delivery rate of 95% or higher. Another way to measure email deliverability is the inbox placement rate, which is the percentage of messages made it into the actual inbox. This excludes anything quarantined to spam or delivered to other folders instead. So what are the common causes of email deliverability problems? Firstly, spam traps. Email providers seed fake emails around the web to catch potential spammers. If you're caught using one of these emails, it's a sure sign that you're using illegitimate sources for your email, either scraping the web. Spam complaints and unsubscribe rate. Email providers allow their users to report emails as spam. A complaint rate under 1% is considered acceptable. Unfortunately, recipients frequently mark legitimate emails as spam. They may be just bored of hearing from you, as you've been emailing them too much for their liking, or they cannot work out how to unsubscribe. For this reason, ensure that there is an easy way to let subscribers opt out from your emails. So here's an example from Gmail. If I get this email here and I think that's spam, I don't like it, I can mark it as spam, which is that one, report spam. So if I click on that icon, it'll go into the spam folder, which is over here, spam. And it will also inform the inbox service provider that I think that that's a illegitimate use of my email. However, because these guys have set their email up properly, they've got an unsubscribe link at the bottom. I can just unsubscribe from that. That is a way of allowing your subscribers just to safely unsubscribe from your list without marking you as spam. Unsubscribes are a fact of life. However, a high unsubscribe rate can harm email deliverability. And if mailbox providers see that many people are unsubscribing, they may take this as a signal that you're a spammer. Consequently, aim for an unsubscribe rate that should be significantly less than 0.5%. If your unsubscribe rate nears 0.5%, it is time to clean up your list by removing inactive subscribers and work to increase email engagement with strong subject lines and compelling email content. So if you manage to avoid these issues, how can you improve your deliverability? Now, a good way of improving your deliverability is to adhere to common authentication protocols. Email authentication is a technical setup part of email deliverability. It requires a DNS TXT record to be added to your sending domain service, and specific information is included in the email header. When a receiving email server receives a new message, it uses the header information and the DNS-TXT record to verify the sender's authenticity. There are 3 types of records you need to set to maximize deliverability: the Sender Policy Framework, or SPF, the Domain Keys Identified Mail, or DKIM, Domain-Based Message Authentication Reporting and Conformance, as DMARC. Your email platform should be able to give you a guide on how to set up these attributes for your sending domain.